Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're putting on our detective hats to decode the secret, totally subconscious language of attraction. Specifically, we're doing a deep dive into the first half of the 10 definitive signs of attraction: fixation, leaning, vulnerability, and smiling. I want you to picture a cinematic anime backdrop in your mind right now. Maybe it's a bustling high school hallway filled with students or, a quiet, cozy coffee shop tucked away on a rainy afternoon. In spaces like these, romance usually doesn't announce itself with some grand, loud declaration. Nah, instead, love communicates through subtle, almost invisible gestures.
Because let's be honest, words can be incredibly misleading. People might never actually admit their true feelings out loud. It's rarely about the things they say. It's about the things they absolutely don't say. Their actions tell a completely different, much more honest story. It's a tricky language to understand, full of tiny moments and quiet silences. But if you pay close attention, you really can't unravel someone's true feelings. Just keep in mind as we go through this, a single sign on its own might mean nothing at all. But the more of these signs you spot, the more likely it is that your crush genuinely likes you back.
So here is our detective's dossier for today. We're going to master 4 specific psychological clues: the fixation factor, the physics of leaning, the power of vulnerability, and the science of a smile. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the fixation factor, unlocking the secrets of eye contact. For this first clue, let's go back to that beautifully moody anime scene for a second. Think of those stolen glances passing across a quiet classroom desk. It really makes you wonder, right? People are always calling the eyes the windows to the soul, but is that actually true? Can you really understand your crush's feelings just by watching their eyes, or is that just some romanticized myth? Well, it turns out the research gives us a very clear answer. A 2014 study by Wilmot and colleagues proved that your eyes genuinely give away your honest intentions. They found that you unconsciously fixate on people, places, and objects that you want the most. Think about it in everyday terms. If you're staring intensely at a plate of food, you're probably starving. If you catch yourself staring at old photos, you might just be feeling a little homesick. So the big takeaway here is, if your crush is constantly fixating on you, they might just be in love. They literally cannot take their eyes off of what they want the most. And actually, that brings us perfectly into how this fixation changes the physical space around us.
Moving on to Section 2, the physics of leaning, subconscious shifts in body orientation.
It's wild, but love literally changes the physical orientation of your body. Think about the subconscious contrast we make depending on who we're hanging out with. When you're just chilling with your friends, what do? You lean back. You're calm, you're comfortable, and you're totally relaxed in your environment. But around someone you like, your body automatically springs forward. You instinctively lean towards your crush to show them that you care.
To really see this in action, imagine putting them through what we could call the boring subject test. Let's say you're talking to your crush about a sport they've never played, or, advanced thermodynamics. If they lean forward anyway while you're talking, it's simply because your opinions matter to them way more than the topic itself. Without even realizing it, their body changes shape just to be physically closer to you. When it comes to body language, a tiny little movement really can go a very long way. Now let's dive into Section 3, the power of vulnerability, crumbling the emotional walls. This clue takes us way deeper than simple body language. We're looking straight into the protective, emotional walls we all build up in our daily lives. Look, it is definitely not easy to be completely open with someone. Normally, you raise these giant walls to protect yourself from getting hurt. But when you are around someone you genuinely trust, those walls come crumbling down. Vulnerability isn't just about expressing yourself loudly. True vulnerability is the mutual crumbling of those self-protective walls. It's a shared experience that builds immense trust and fosters much, much deeper feelings of closeness. A famous 1997 study by Aaron and other researchers outlines this exact psychological pathway. It happens in 3 steps. Step 1, lowering those defensive walls. Step 2, fostering deeper closeness. And Step 3, nurturing mutual attraction. The absolutely crucial word to remember here is mutual. It has to go both ways. If your crush always wants to know more about you and is consistently curious about your life, they're actively taking these steps from lowering walls to nurturing attraction. You two might just be more than friends.
Which leads us to Section 4, the science of a smile, differentiating genuine smiles from polite ones.
Our fourth and final clue is probably the most common yet easily misunderstood sign of all. Because let's face it, different smiles mean totally different things. Some smiles are closed off and mysterious, while others are just, polite reactions. But how do people smile when they're actually in love? Well, according to a 2018 research summary by Montoya and colleagues, a genuine smile isn't just about good manners. It actually communicates three massive indicators: trust, attraction, and vulnerability. So if your crush is constantly flashing you a genuine, wide-open smile, it means they feel a profound, genuine sense of closeness to you.
Finally, we reach the verdict: decoding your crush.
We've gathered all the clues together: the stolen glances, the subtle physics of leaning, the crumbling emotional walls, and those genuine wide-open smiles. So I want to leave you with this provocative thought to take with you. Has your crush been sending you hidden signals? Could it be that they've been speaking this completely unspoken language of love to you all along?